Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball previews and predictions for a Thursday, June 17th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thursdays. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by Bullpenpix.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and folks, you want to follow the top baseball pickers here at baseballpicks.com, and our leader is still Ed Muss here, 813. Muss is having a really good run right now. In fact, when you look at his record, he's 11-3 on picks where he has a confidence level of 73 to 100%, 8-2 from 63 to 72%, 3-0. Eddie's having a really good run. Folks, you want to follow Ed Muss here at bullpenpix.com. Ryan Stoller, 773 in second place, and Arthur, 55. Already the one-man party, back in third place, and we'll see how Art does today. He's got 754 points, and guys, I say it all the time. This here is becoming one of the most popular sites with sports bettors, and you're saying, okay, why would I need to go here? Why should I make my picks at bullpenpix.com? Easy. Follow winners. If your incentive is just to play contests and just have an interest, then your seriousness of involvement into the site won't be as lucrative as if you were a bettor, right? If you're a sports bettor and you're following other pickers and they're making you win money, you're waking up the next day and you can't wait to see what the people you're following, what they have going that day, because winning is contagious. And if you follow winners and you're making money, this is why you don't see me giving out prizes or stuff like that, because the incentive of people at this website is following other baseball pickers' picks, and if they win their money that they're betting, right? And it's so easy. I'll show you at the end of the show how you can make it work for you. All right, let's get to the games here today for Thursday, June 17th. Now we're going to go to game one. Only 10 games today in the big, so that's why I did a little bit of a longer of a rant on bullpenpix.com. But it's worth it. And again, follow winners. Baltimore taking on the Cleveland Indians. Now the Tribe, a 118 favorite here against Baltimore. Baltimore coming off a 8-7 loss last night to the Cleveland Indians. George Lopez here going to go for the Orioles, and he's up against Eli Morgan of the Cleveland Indians. Now Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak, where Baltimore now on a 7-game losing streak. So you're seeing a few teams in the big leagues on some really down major losing streaks. Arizona, speaking of that, we'll get to them in just a few seconds because, misery loves company, right? Looking at the record for Lopez when he starts for Baltimore, they are 4-9 in his starts, 4-9 to the under. And looking at my line on this game, I had Cleveland at -150, and the bookmakers opened up at 118. And the computer pick, going to go with an upset here today to snap that 7-game losing streak. Baltimore, 4.35. Cleveland, 4.32. The over-under at 8.67. And the first pitch today at Progressive Field is at 110. Speaking of misery loves company, there's Arizona on a 13-game losing streak. That's right, they've lost their last 13 games. Hopefully Zach Gallen can stop the bleeding here today. Haven't seen him. I think he's coming off the DL here, so this is the first start for Gallen in a few starts. He's up against Kevin Gausman for the Giants, and I think he got rocked in his last game. Not sure, but San Francisco, a 195 favorite here in this spot. They're on a 3-game win streak right now. My line on this game, I had San Francisco at -182. Bookmakers got them at 195. That's because of this right here, 13-game losing streak. But we do like San Francisco here, 5.1 to 3.7. The over/under at 8.86. And again, when Gausman goes for the Giants, they are 9-4 on the year. New York Yankees, I've been riding them. They always play well against the Blue Jays for some reason. Toronto at home against the Yankees never does well. But if you follow my picks at bullpenpix.com, you know I've been on the Yankees the last 2 games. I don't know about today, though. Michael King up against TJ Zook here of the Toronto Blue Jays. And we see a high-scoring game today in Buffalo. 7.95 for Toronto, 5.7 for the Yankees. The over-under at 13.68. The chances of winning does favor the Blue Jays here at 75%. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. In my line on this game, I had the Yankees at minus 133. The Kogo is at 61%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total today in Buffalo between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Cubbies taking on the New York Mets. Now, the Cubs losing again last night. They're on a 3-game slide here to the Mets. I don't think they've won a game yet. I think this is the 4th game of the series. And looking at the line on this game, minus 120 for the Mets. And looking at the total on this game is at 7. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to go with Marcus Stroman and the Mets over Kyle Hendricks and the Chicago Cubs. We do like the Mets here, 4.2 to 3.9. The over-under at 8.21. And when Hendricks goes for the Cubs, they're 10-4 in his starts. And when Stroman goes for New York, they are 8-5. And my line on this game, I had the Mets at minus 184 and had the Cubbies at plus 128. St. Louis taking on the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Braves losing again last night to the Boston Red Sox, 10-8. This is 2 games in a row now where you see these big leads, and, Boston almost blew another big lead. I think they had a 7-1 lead last night and almost blew it. It was 7-7 at one point, but Boston got the win, 10-8. And now they're taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Cardinals coming off a 1-0 win in their last game yesterday afternoon against the Marlins. John Gant going to go today for the Cards. He's up against old Charlie Morton here of the Atlanta Braves, and I wonder if he's missing Tampa Bay right now. They're 8-4-1 to the over when Charlie goes for the Braves, and when John Gant goes for the Cardinals, the under is 9-3 to the under, so keep an eye on that. Last 4 games for St. Louis have gone under the total. They're on a 3-game win streak. And they've been up and down. If you followed the Cardinals last 2 weeks, they didn't have a good run there in the West Coast, and they came home, lost a couple, and now they're back on track on a 3-game win streak. The last 4 have gone under, and but we do like the Cards here today. 6.7 to 5.8, the over-under at 12.5. And I've said this since the beginning of the year. Something's not right in Atlanta. Maybe a coaching change might be in order here. All right. It's Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros. The Stros, a 133 favorite. The over-under set at 9. ATS forecast. The computer pick, going to go with the Stros here. 4.6 to 4.4. The over-under at 9.1. This is going to be a great series. Just like Chicago-Tampa Bay. If you watched that game yesterday, I thought the announcers jinxed the game because there was a point in the game where one of the announcers says, 7-2 against the best team in baseball. We got them today or something like that. And I said, you shouldn't be saying that because you probably jinxed it. Next thing you know, it's 7-7. But to their credit, they came back and they won 8-7 on in the extra innings. So good on Chicago. They're still an A-type team. They're bullish right now, and they're on a 2-game win streak, 43-25 on the year. Where Houston now, they're on a little bit of a hot streak. They're B-bullish right now in the Raymond report. And let me see here, 3-game win streak, 39-28. And Jose Urquidy going to go against Dylan Cease today of the White Sox. And we do like the Stros here today, 4.6 to 4.45. The over-under at 9.1. And it could be a game that goes over the total today at Minute Maid Park. San Diego, they're just happy to get out of Colorado, I'll tell you. Hey, I don't think they had a lot of fun there at Coors Field. 3-game losing streak, they're at home now after a long road trip. Minus 168 is the price tag against the Reds. The Reds, as I said yesterday, they're 35-31. They've snuck up on us, sneaky good. Hey, the Cincinnati Reds are sneaky good, and that's my new nickname for them. They're sneaky good. They're 4.4 today to 3.2. The over-under at 7.73. Wade Miley going to go up against Joe Musgrove of the Padres, and for the Cincinnati Reds. They're on a 6-game win streak right now. My line on the game, I had the Cincinnati Reds at minus 110, but I had the Padres at minus 211, and we'll see what's going to happen today. San Diego just happy to get out of Coors, right? Get out of Dodge. Milwaukee taking on the Colorado Rockies. They're wishing they're playing the Padres, I guess, but they're on a 3-game win streak. This team is Jekyll and Hyde. You look at their road record and you look at their home record, 2 different teams, and we'll see which team shows up here today against the Brew Crew. Milwaukee going to send Brandon Woodruff to the hill. They're 10-3 in his starts. He's up against Herman Marquez of the Colorado Rockies. And my line on the game, I had minus 137 for Milwaukee, and I had plus 184 for the Rockies. And we do like Milwaukee in this spot, 5.83. 5.81, the over-under at 11.64. 72% chance of winning here for the Brew Crew. And they're on a 3-game losing streak, and they're happy that Cincinnati's out of town, and maybe they're happy to be out of Miller Park because they're not having a really good run. And maybe sometimes you get on the road and a little bit of team bonding might help here. All right, Detroit taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Now the Halos are going to send Shohei Ohtani to the hill today. He's up against Matt Manning of the Tigers. We do like the Halos here, 5.9 to 3.5. The over-under at 9.42. LA on a 3-game losing streak. The last 6 for the Angels have gone over the total, and they're coming off an 8-4 loss yesterday to the A's and for Detroit. They had a good run there in Kansas City. In fact, Kansas City didn't even win a game. They won all 3, and it was a 6-5 win, but I think every game was like that close. It was a 1-run game, but good on the Tigers, who are now 29 and 39 on the season. And your final game of the day is the Tampa Bay Rays against the Seattle Mariners. Now the Rays, again, losing 2-3 to the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Field, and now they travel to the T-Mobile Park. Rich, King of the Hill, up against Justin Dunn today for Seattle, and we do like the Rays here, 7.6 to 4.7. The over-under at 12.37. Last 2 games for the Mariners have gone over the total, and Tampa Bay now on a 2-game losing streak. My line on this game, I had the Rays at minus 180, and I had the Seattle at plus 138, so you can see fair market value for the Mariners, and you're getting a little bit of a haircut here for Tampa Bay at minus 161. So good value on Tampa Bay, and we'll see how they regroup. And you know what? I wanted to talk about this here, about Tampa Bay. Now that Glass now has been placed on the DL, and you know they always say, right? Well, you look at the strength of a team, and there's an old saying: once you cut the snake's head, the body will die. And I'm just wondering if Tampa Bay losing their ace, their main guy, if that has affected the chemistry or the not the chemistry, because they got great chemistry when you watch their bench, but the team psyche, knowing that every 5th day we don't have that guy going. And now, without having him going, is that going to affect the Rays? Because that was, a couple days ago, and now they're on a 2-game losing streak. Something to keep in mind for Tampa Bay, knowing that their main guy is now out for a short distance of time, right? All right, I'll keep an eye on that, and maybe I'll have to be cautious betting on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, trends are your friends. I know you guys love this segment, right? The Atlanta Braves are 16-1 as a 160 to 180 home favorite, coming off a game where they scored 8 runs for in their last game. So coming off a game where they scored a lot of offense, meaning the offense is going well, and they're a home favorite. Pretty chalky though at 160 to 180, 94.1% since 1996. Not sure I want to recommend Atlanta though as a C-type team in that situation. The Rays, 15-1 as a 160 to 180 road favorite, coming off a day game since 96. Again, we talked about we'll see how Tampa Bay is going to react since losing the race, but that's a nice little stat right there on the Tampa Bay Rays. The New York Mets, 9-1 as a 120-140 home favorite, coming off a right-handed pitcher the last 2 years. So nice little stat there on the Metropolitans. The under, 9-1 for the Padres as a home team, coming off a game where they scored 7 runs for in the last game the last 3 years. So a nice little underplay here tonight on the Tampa Bay Rays. And let me get another totals play here to call it a day. Let's go with this one here. The Arizona Diamondbacks, 10-2 to the under as a 160 to 180 road favorite, coming off a game where they scored 7 runs for, and the under is 10-2 for Arizona since 1996. And you know what? You feel bad because they're on a really bad losing streak, but they said you score 7 runs, you should win a game, right? That's my view. All right, there you have it. That's the Trends Are Your Friends report here for a Thursday, June 17th. Folks, again, if you want to follow my picks, I'm hitting 67% of my selections in the last 100. In fact, here's my picks from 51 to 54%. I'm 11-6. 55 to 62. I'm 33-19. 63% to 72% confidence level. I'm hitting 80%, 19-5, and I'm 4-3 on 73 to 100. So you can see anytime I go 63 to 72%, I'm hitting 80%, but I'm hitting 67% of my last 100 picks. And you can follow my picks for free. That's right, free. And all you got to do is go to most followed, go to look for the Expos logo, Ron Raymond, 9-6. Follow my picks. Yesterday I was 9-6, but look at Eddie O from Montreal, 12-3. Eddie's having a good run here this year. In fact, let's take a look at our hottest pickers right now at bullpenpix.com. There's Bossy28. I wonder if he's an Islander fan. Mike Bossy guy, eh? 24-6 the last 2 days. Prent here is 23-7. Jeffrey Castle, Sean Zun, 22-8. Mags, there's Dom from Montreal, 22-8. Devon 17, 21-9. Juan Cardenas, 21-9. And there's Eddie O and Trinity here at 21-9. And folks, you want to follow these top pickers each and every day right here at bullpenpix.com. Again, what you do is you go to top score and you go say you want to follow the top pickers right here, these top 5 guys right here. So what you do is go underneath, go follow my picks, and then you'll go to your following page right here, and you can see that Eddie has already made his made his picks today. He's our leader. The leader's already made his picks, and then once you make your picks, you'll see the game on top, and then with the people you're following, compare your picks, and then pick the best selections from the group, and watch your win percentage just skyrocket. Again, it's going to change a bit of the your mindset on how you make your selections, or it might talk you out of a game or into a game, knowing that the leader likes that pick, and then you might say, you know what, I'm going to go with him, even though I probably don't agree, and that's okay, because sometimes in life, you got to make that uncomfortable pick, and at the end of the day, you know, what goes up must come down, and favorites can't win forever, and underdogs can't lose forever. You just got to find that happy medium, and that's why bullpenpix.com for baseball is one of the best baseball picking sites on the internet today at bullpenpix.com. All right, there you have it. That's my rant today. Again, don't forget to join us live today at 1 o'clock. Every Thursday, I do a live stream. I'll be on today at 1 to 2, and you can find me on YouTube. Just go to Raymond Report, and make sure to drop in the bullpen. That's where everybody goes on the chat, and we talk about today's game. Shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back here shortly with another Raymond Report. Cheers.